Welcome back to Tokyo Mirage Sessions. In the last video, barely survived a boss fight, and off-camera notes, I tried doing a refight off-camera to do a better job of that boss fight, and did nothing but keep getting destroyed, so yeah, I was not, I guess I'm underleveled or something, which is weird because I had a fight off camera where I did it perfectly, and then anytime I was trying to re-record it to show how to do it the other way, I would just get sessions to death without even a chance to, do anything. But there are a couple things that I can do before I keep going on with the main dungeon. Mainly, I can make some new weapons, which would have made fighting that boss a lot easier early on. I'll show you what I mean in a second, because I'm going to back out here. There's actually a couple things I can do now that I'm back here. Or now that I've finished with that part of the game. Now that I've finished with that boss fight anyway. If you go back to Fortuna real quick, I can make some weapons that would have made that boss fight a heck of a lot easier. Plus I need to heal up, so deal with that. I don't think my luck's very good, considering I've tried off-camera like 10 times refighting that stupid Mirage boss fight. But, let me show you what I mean here. We can make some new carnages, such as Chrome's Deathbringer, Sheeta's Silver Feather, and a Killer Lance now, and a Blood Lance, holy crap, and the Poison Spear for Kine, which is what I should have gotten before. I can get Smash Hit and First on the Scene. But I should have gotten this Poison Spear a long time ago, because poison in this, status elements in this game are super good. If you can poison that boss that I fought in the last video, he dies on his own in 4 rounds. Even if you're not attacking him, poison does 1,500 damage a turn on him, and he just drops like a frickin' rock. It makes fighting him so much easier, and making it so that it doesn't always poison, which is why when I was doing this off camera, it wasn't working out as well as I thought. Plus the 3 guys with him will still session the crap out of you, which makes things super frustrating. But that does make things useful against him. Plus he's weak to lance attacks, so Poison Spear not only can poison, but it does critical damage, and you can session off of it. So if you're super lucky and Poison Spear actually goes off, you can potentially beat that boss fight in 1 round if you're lucky. 1 or 2 rounds, assuming he doesn't heal the poison off in the first turn. Anyway, let's make the Deathbringer for Crom. It's an interesting looking sword. What else we got here? We can almost make Itsuki's next weapon. We can already make 2 new weapons. We can make 3 new weapons for Sheeta. Holy cow. This is what happens when you level grind. You end up gaining a whole bunch of new stuff, and now you have to shuffle things around and learn all the new skills. And I can't make the Blood Lance yet anyway, so I need 1 more 2-star prestige. And I still can't quite make any of the new weapons for Tharja either, but I have 3 new weapons for her becoming available soon. Don't worry, you'll get... If the only thing you need are prestiges, those you can get really, really fast. You can get Smash Hit, which SP gauge increases further during sessions. So you can fill up your super move gauge faster. That's helpful. Again, another thing that would have been useful for that boss fight. But you live and learn and just deal with things sometimes. What do we got here? First on the scene, when the action order for each round is decided, this cast member's turn will come sooner. So basically, this makes Tsubasa's turn show up first more frequently, regardless of speed. So after the game calculates the speed advantage for characters, it raises her chance to move first. Interesting. So it's helpful for her because she's the main healer of the game. Now then, now that I've done all that now that I've gotten all that out of the way, I believe I have some side quests to do. Yes, I do. But let's see. Tsubasa. I made friends with a girl from the photo shoot, but I haven't been able to reach her. And I saw some of the pictures on the wall in Idolosphere. Guess that means she's in there, huh? Yeah, we'll save her. Don't worry. Oh, I had other things there too. Hold on. Why am I getting the buttons wrong here? Here we go. A new side story is now available. Hey, Itsuki. They're gonna hold auditions for the new character in Raiga. So in preparation, I need to get hyped up. So wanna go watch the show with me? I'll be in Central City Street in Shibuya. So yeah, once you've unlocked a side story, the game will tell you, okay, we're making headway. Let's keep this up and save Maiko. And that's the next thing. The good thing about side stories is there's no cutoff point to doing them. At least I don't think there is until you unlock the second side story, so you don't have to really worry about things too much. It's so quiet here without Maiko. It's kind of unsettling. I think I showed this one off earlier. But this video is going to be showing off the first side story, because I am probably underleveled for the rest of the next major area. So the side stories will be a good spot to gain some extra levels and abilities without needing to actually grind off camera for them. And Toma's right here. Oh, there you are. Let's go watch the Raiga show. I've been wanting you to see it too. Recommended level 7. Thrust to the future. Sure. That's the spirit. Alright, let's head there right away. It's going to be at the Taobo department store in Ikebukuro. Okay, I cannot pronounce Japanese words sometimes. Tobu Rooftop has been unlocked on the Tokyo Access map. Alright, so once you start a side quest, you actually don't have to keep doing it right away. You can actually hold off and keep doing more parts of the main story if you want. But really, there's no reason not to do the side stories once you unlock them. Let me see if I have some better armor for him. No, but I can give him more speed. I think he'll be okay. Now that I've actually beaten the main boss, I should be okay. But no, we have Taobo Rooftops unlocked. But there we go. Now we got a side story unlocked. I'm at Taobo department store in Ikebukuro. You better come. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, outside dining. Hopefully that starts being a thing in reality soon. Also, this is a new mini area that you can go to from now on that'll have extra side quests for you to do. But for now, Toma, where are you, buddy? Toma. Toma, where are you? I have to look after my little brother. Mommy told me to stay by Soi's side while she was shopping, but I finished my coloring book and now I'm bored. You know where I'm able to find this coloring book my mommy always gives me? She grabs it from one of those free magazines. Hey, mister, if you bring me one, then I'll give you something to color. Then I'll have something to color. I'll deal with it later. Aw, you don't know? Not right now, anyway. Okay, where the heck... Okay, Toma, where the heck are you? You should be here.
Nah.
There you are. I don't know why I couldn't see you there.
Oh, Itsuki! そろそろショーの時間だぜ。早くライガに会いに行こう。今更だけど、ライガって何？なんだけ話したのに覚えてねえのかよ。ヒーローだよ、ヒーロー。俺が愛してやまない特撮ヒーロー。ああ。今度ライガのオーディションがあるんだ。ショーじゃなくてテレビの方の。だからこれ見て気分を上げておきたいんだ。気合入ってるな。当たり前だろ。俺がこの世界に入ったのはヒーローになるためだからな。稲妻の力まとい正義の牙が悪のバルハラ製薬の野望を打ち砕く。その名もあ、始まるみたいだ。
It's okay, Toma. You can be an otaku. I don't mind.
稲妻の力まといし正義の牙が悪のバルハラ製薬の野望を打ち砕く。その名もマスカレイダーライガー。ライトニングシステムコンディショングリーンブーストアップ食らえライガーラッシュ。うわーみんなの応援のおかげでゲノム怪人を倒せたぞ。ありがとう。やっぱりライガーかっこいいな。そうだろ、いつき。
It was, yeah. It was good.
かっこよかったよ。お前が夢中になるだけはあるな。だろ来てよかっただろ。こうなマスカレイダーライガーってな。
邪魔なんですけど。バカじゃないの、いい年こいてさ。
あでお前誰だ。
別に誰でもいいだろ。こんな作り物にマジになってバカじゃないの。
Nah, I'm
じ
good.
ゃあなんでお前はショー見に来たんだよ。お前だって好きなんじゃねえのかよ。
全然。こんなのただの暇つぶし。だいたいさ、うざいんだよね。友情とか正義とか勝利とかさ。そんなの全部話の中だけの作り物だって。
Damn.
ヒーローだってさ、いるわけないじゃん。あんたもいい加減大人になれば。
なあ、お前どうしてそんなやさぐれちゃってんの。よかったらお兄さんに話して。
別にいいだろ。あんたたちには関係ないし。それじゃ
あのさ、だったら今度テレビ見てくれよ。俺新ヒーローとして登場するからよ。
どうでもいい。
Oh, why did you just lie to him and said you were gonna be on the show? Nah, I like being a nice guy.
大丈夫なのか？まだオーディション受かったわけじゃないだろう。どうしてあんな嘘を。
あいつの寂しそうな顔見てたらなんだか放っておけなくてさ。子供たちを笑顔にする、それがヒーローってやつだろ。とはいええらいことを口走ってしまった。
Aww.
だったらオーディション何としても受からないとだな。
Dang right.
ああ、何が何でも押し通るぜ。そこで一つ頼みがあるんだ。修行に付き合ってくれないか。まだまだアクションのキレに不安があるんだ。オーディションまでに仕上げておきたい。
しょうがない。トーマを嘘つきにはできないし。
恩に着るぜイツキ。それじゃあ修行のプラン考えておくぜ。
Alright, so that's how these side events go. You basically you basically have a mini arc of something that happens with one of the main characters, which results in you going into a side dungeon which will unlock a new ability for them later. Now about my training plan, I'm thinking we should head to the Idolosphere in Daitama. Okay. Remember those monsters called blobs? I feel like my action skills will get better if I fight a ton of them. So those guys. And you can zoom in on them. Yeah, these blobs. I fought these guys a lot already. Feel like? Let's see. My goal is to defeat 5 of them. Come on, don't sweat the details. What's important is how we approach this. So yeah, I guess he's a big fan of Kamen Rider, which is totally fine. I've never actually seen Kamen Rider, but I've seen Power Rangers, and it's essentially the same kind of thing. It's Super Sentai, that's all that matters. Tsubasa, what did you have to say? That's the models that have been kidnapped, I think. We need to go after them. We'll go after them! But for now, we have to indulge in Toma's little superhero fantasy for a little bit. Oh, wait, we need to go to Daitama. I'm going in the wrong area. There we go. You also do need to have them in your party, which makes sense. You can't very well do their side stories if they're not in your party. Anyway, so we'll go into Daitama and we'll deal with Toma's side story real quick. He just needs to kill a certain number of enemies. You made it. All right. Let's get started at once.
俺には今一つわからん。お前がヒーローという肩書きに固執する理由が。
That's rich coming from you, Kine.
英雄というのは行為の結果としてあるものだ。それを目指すというのは。
見てろって。俺が教えてやっからよ。熱いヒーロー魂ってやつだな。
まあ、お前が修練を積みたいというなら反対する理由はない。
おう、行くぜ、カイン。
It's okay, Kine. You don't need to know the details of, otakus and whatnot. Big brother, you're training with Toma? He asked me to keep track of whenever he defeats a blob. I'll let you know through topic, but Toma wanted to train his heroism by defeating at least 5. I wonder if he'll be okay. Big brother, please back Toma up so he doesn't do anything reckless. And this is where things get a little bit complicated. This is where things kind of get repetitive. So I'll cut ahead to when I finish this, because it's going to be a lot of grinding.
についてこれるかよ。
This type of side story requires a specific cast member to defeat a set number of certain type of enemies to progress. In addition to these enemies directly defeated by cast member, any enemy defeated during a session in which the cast member participated will also count towards this. Thank God. So even if they don't actually kill them, even if they aren't the ones that kill them, as long as they participate in the session, then it counts towards them defeating them.
決まったぜ。
And this is good because this gives me a chance to power up all of my weapon skills that I haven't unlocked yet, such as Ice Slash. Light attack plus sessions with ice attacks. And Sword Wind. Light attack sessions with sword skills. See, look at all these skills that would have been useful for the last boss fight. I should have grinded off screen a little more. Oh well. And Elect Blaze, light attack sessions from electric attacks. I already have that, so Elect Blaze plus 1. Okay. Toma defeated 2 blobs, only 3 more to go. Is he doing okay? Yeah, he's fine. He's fine, sweetie, don't worry. You don't have to go too far, you just have to wait for enemies to spawn, so I'll finish this up and I'll cut back to when we're done. There we go. It took a while, but I finally got them to show up again. I had like 3 battles in a row where they didn't show up, so I couldn't finish it off.
どうだトーマ、もうかなりの数を倒したと思うんだけど。
ああ、なんかつかめた気がする。キレのあるアクションとは素早い足運び、テンポ、呼吸、そして思い切りだ。
Toma Akagi's soul is an entertaining in you awakening. Toma's inspiration has taken form as a new performer, Mind of a Hero.
この輝きは。へへ、これでバッチリだぜ。サンキューな、いつき、カイ。
Tiki, Tomu got his performa. Really? Good job. Thanks, Tiki. Now let's perform a Radiant Unity. Once you come to the Bloom Palace, we can start it right away. God, I want those emotes. They're so cute. But yeah, that's essentially how side stories work. They're usually rather quick. That was unfortunate that it took a little longer than I expected due to the enemy just not wanting to spawn. Anyway, let's go make your new skill. Door of Rampage. Alright. Raging my way to becoming a hero. A radiant skill that reveals new possibilities in Toma Akagi. Alright. Good job, Toma. You'll be an actor yet.
Kai! Toma! 行くぜ! これからも俺は突っ走るぜ。
いよいよ選考会だな。
緊張してきた。
これに受かれば晴れてお前はヒーローとしてテレビとやらに出られるわけだ。
おう、似てるよ。お前にヒーロー魂ってやつを教えてやんよ。
まあ楽しみにしてるぞ。修行の成果存分に示してこい、トーマ。
ああ、応援よろしくな。
Man, I wish I could be that enthusiastic about work.
Mikita! Nani? 俺の猛牛爆心をかわしただと。ライトニングシステムコンディショングリーンフルブーストうなれライガーキック。あ、ちょっといや。
Poor Toma.
なかなか華々しかったな。主に散り際が。
な、すげえだろ、かっこいいだろ。わかるかな、わかってくれるかな。ライガーキック食らった時ののけぞり。もし全日本のけぞり選手権があったらベスト4には残れそうなこの見事なのけぞり。
顔出ちゃってたけどね。
番組のオーディションは落ちちゃったし、代わりに決まったのがヒーロー賞。それも怪人役だったとはな。
でも今回の怪人役監督の紹介だったんだろ。経験積んでこいって。そんなに捨てたものじゃないと思うけど。
だがしかしだ。
No. Is it about the kid?
あの子のこと。
そりゃもうさ、今度あの子に会ったら誠心誠意謝るしかないよな。
思うようにいかないのが人生ってやつだ。これを糧に鍛錬あるのみだな。
そうだよな、そうだぜ。俺のヒーロー伝説はこれから始まるんだ。
その意気だトーマ。そしていつの日か俺に本当のヒーロー魂を見せてくれ。
ああ。
Hey, at least you made it on Kamen Rider in some form. Obviously, this is a parody of Kamen Rider, if anyone's ever seen any sort of Super Sentai like that, or Power Rangers. This is definitely more of a Kamen Rider, not Ranger, but... Hey, stage rank up for Toma. Rider's Energy. So this will unlock. So this happens all the time. That you'll automatically gain a new stage rank whenever you complete a side story. In the kaiju suit. Acquired the ad-lib performance Raging Stampede. And this is a new ability, which is why I said I should have gotten this sooner. Ad-lib performances may activate at random when a cast who has learned an ad-lib performance uses a skill. When it activates, the skill will change into a performance whose strength and effects are greatly enhanced. And that is the big thing that your luck stat affects. If your luck stat is high enough, you'll get those more frequently. Ad-libs will go off more frequently, and it'll affect other things too that I haven't unlocked yet. But it looks like I have another side story. I think some performance can be found in Illusory 1 or 6, or Illusory Daitama if you want. It may be a good idea to go back. Big brother, there's something I wanted to ask you to do. Could you come to the Bloom Palace? Well, I'm in the Bloom Palace right now, honey. But I will save that side story for the next video, because this one, unfortunately, has reached its end. So, thank you guys for watching. We will continue with more side stories, probably, since they're unlocking, and it'll make finishing up the rest of the next dungeon a little bit easier. See you guys then.